What in the world is going on here? What in the world is an interesting expression. The world has just changed in ways that people are only now beginning to feel. The red heifers have just arrived in Israel. They're still less than a year old. They have to be 2 years old in one day. But when they are 2 years old in one day, we can perform the red heifer ceremony, and that will allow us to begin the temple service in completeness. We don't need the temple to do that. We just need a small altar in the proper space on the Temple Mount. And when we begin the temple service, then it can become a house of prayer for all nations. And that's what we're all waiting for. I want to take your sacrifice out there. You come to me. I want to be the one to take yours.
Shalom. We start off by giving all praises, honors, and glories unto Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Akakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well, that told me this truth, and shalom to the elect. This is Quadash Payah, and as you saw these buffoons speak right before you about sacrificing an animal, right, a heifer, which is a cow, baby calf, and speaking on basically rebuilding the third temple and whatnot, right, over there in Israel, which that land is polluted today. Just the scriptures say, I know them that say they are Jews but are not, but are the synagogue of Satan, and there's no peace in that land right now. The Lord said He'll bring us back to our land, Israel, right, Jerusalem, Israel, which is the mother of us all, as the scriptures say, and then we'll have peace. You see, there's war constantly over there. They got the biggest rainbow parades over there. They eat fucking kosher pork. I mean, it's just, it's out of control. But to prove that the third temple will be established on earth when Yahweh Shai comes back. And that's due to starting with the men of the Lord, the men of Yahweh Shem Yahshua, the prophets, that shall be what? A nation of priests. You see? As a matter of fact, I don't got these scriptures in order, but I want to start off with a specific one. Because, hey man, the scriptures, the prophets back then knew that they were in their rest. They were under the hands of their oppressors. But real quick, in the book of Hebrews, chapter 13, verse 14, for here have we no continuing city, but we seek one to come. That's right, because when Yahweh Shah comes back, that's when the elect shall be raised up, and we shall what? Take the kingdom. As it tells you in the book of Daniel, the second chapter. You see? We're not there yet because we're still fishers of men. As it tells you in Jeremiah 16:16, then shall we be hunters. But anyway, it says, for here we have no continuing city, but we seek one to come. We seek one to come. Right? Which we're hastening in the day of our Lord, Yahweh Shah, to come back, so the kingdom of heaven can finally be established on earth. As it tells you in Revelation, chapter 7, even verse 21 and 22, on how there shall be no more death, nor crying, no more pain. That's not happening now. The children of Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, which are the biblical Israelites, are still under the hand of the Lord shall be established in the top of the mountains, and it shall be exalted above the hills, and people shall flow unto it. And many nations shall come and say, come, and let us go up to the mountain of the Lord, and to the house of God of Jacob. And he will teach us of his ways, and we will walk in his paths. For the law shall go forth of Zion to Zion, which is monument, and the word of the Lord from Jerusalem. Here's the point. And he shall judge among many people, and rebuke strong nations afar off. And they shall beat their swords into plowshares, and their spears into pruning hooks. Nation shall not lift up a sword against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore. So in the kingdom, there's going to be complete peace, order, under the law, statutes, and commandments. You know? And what time we're in right now? We're in a time of war. You see? Because what? The wicked are still in power today, pursuing Job chapter 9, verse 24. The earth is given unto the hands of the wicked. They're still in rulership. That third temple is being built by the Most High using his men. Because the scriptures refer to us as being what? Lively stones. Which we're building our temple on that stone, that cornerstone, which is who? Yahweh Shai. Come on, man. Right? So there ain't no peace in that land right now. You know? Slakia. And you tabernacle of David being restored now by the men of the Lord from the apostles on down, as prophesying in the true name and the true doctrine, right? That are like-minded, being raised up, you know, and declaring these words. You see? And close up the breaches thereof, and I will raise up his ruins, and I will build it as in the days of old. And when Yahweh Shah comes back, it's going to be order. The governing body will be established from Yahweh to Yahweh Shai to King David to the 100 to the I believe the elders, the 144,000, the 1/3, so on and so forth. Right? So the tabernacle of David is not fully established yet. You know? And to prove it, look, it says, Amos, this is the 12th chapter, that they may possess the remnant of Edom. Right now, we're still under the hands of Edom. Have yet to have these heathens under subjection. That's going to be in the kingdom. That's going to be, you know, like the scriptures tell you, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. You see? So when the tabernacle of David is established, that's when the heathens are going to be held in captives. You see? Let's get the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 3 verse 16. Know ye not that ye are the temple of God, and that the Spirit of God dwelleth in you? If any man defile the temple of God, him shall God destroy, for the temple of God is holy, which temple ye are. Right? The Lord dwelleth in us, his Spirit. You know? Also, let's get Acts chapter 7 verse 48. Howbeit the Most High dwelleth not in temples made with hands, as saith the prophet. See, which is why Yahweh shall rebuke these wicked scribes and Pharisees, because they were making merchandise of the word of the Lord. They were defiling it. They were using it for filthy lucre's sake, for vainglory, a corruptible crown, right? Leading the sheep astray. You see? They were wolves in sheep clothing. And so the Lord, Yahweh Shah, rebuked them. You know, the Lord don't dwell in temples made with hands. So he called them harlot houses. He called them den of thieves. for which when Yahushua comes back, he's going to destroy all these kingdoms and these kings, which is why he's referred to as the King of Kings. You know, and when the disciples went up to Yahushua during the time he was on the flesh, on earth, you know, they were asking him, when are you gonna, basically they thought he was here to restore the kingdom. And he told them, no man knoweth the day, the time, you know, the hour, so on and so forth, right? And also he spoke saying, there shall not be left here one stone. So this place is about this, you know, these kingdoms of the earth right now is going to be destroyed. And it must, in order for the kingdom of heaven to be established. You know, they're going to build it for us, you know. And the Lord is building it, is having it be done now through the Spirit, using his men. Because we are those lively stones. Matter of fact, book of 1 Peter chapter 2 verse 5, ye also as lively stones are built up a spiritual house and holy priesthood, right? Because the priests were the Levites, but now we're going to be a nation of priests, to offer up spiritual sacrifice acceptable to God by Yahushua HaMashiach, which was that last sacrificial lamb. Wherefore also it is contained in the scripture, behold, I lay in Zion a chief cornerstone, elect, precious, and he that believeth on him shall not be confounded, which is Yahushua. So we're building up our temple, we're building our spiritual, you know, house upon that cornerstone, which is Yahushua, through this word, right? Matter of fact, this is why the scriptures tell you here, Salakia, that ye are the Lord's, here it is, the book of 1 Corinthians, church, right? That's church, calling out, you know? You're out there, you're calling out, you're sent away, you're performing your reasonable service, you see? So we're the Lord's building, man, you know? This is why here, St. Matthew 7 verse 24 tells you, therefore whosoever heareth these sayings of mine, and doeth them not, I will liken him unto a wise man which built his house upon a rock. And the rain descended, and the floods came, and the winds blew, and beat upon that house, and it fell not, for it was founded upon a rock, right? We're founded upon that solid foundation. Through the Spirit and power of Yahushua that blessed us with his wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. You know? So it's not going to be overthrown. You know? If it's of the Lord, you know, you cannot overthrow it, as it tells you in the book of Acts chapter 5 verse 38. But if it's of men, it shall surely come to naught. You know? Why? Because it's corrupt, it's carnal. You see? Even though we had temples back in the ancient times, you know, for certain purposes, you know, we're the temple, we're we are the kingdom. You know, the kingdom dwelleth in us. Anyway, it says, and everyone that heareth these sayings of mine, and doeth them not, shall be likened unto a foolish man, which built his house upon the sand. Why? Because he's foolish. So he's not going to have no foundation, and it won't be established. It will be as an example of him building a house on sand. You get it? And the rain descended, and the floods came, and the winds blew, and beat upon that house, and it fell, and great. Let's highlight that real quick. And great was the fall of it. You see? So this place, this society is corrupt. This kingdom is a bunch of fools. blasphemous, carnal, committing such abominations, witchcraft, sorcery, disobedient, adulterous and stiff-necked and hard-headed generation. The Lord has to destroy this place and cleanse it with fire. And over there in Israel, because it's the same thing. So he's going to destroy that place as well. Then it shall be established. The earth will be restored, in righteousness. And that governing body will be the 144,000, the elect. The earth will be governed righteously, And right here, Isaiah 11:6, I'm not going to go into it, but it speaks about how peaceful it's going to be. We're not going to have to worry because we're never going to sin. We're never going to go off anymore. You see? In whom all the building fitly framed together groweth unto an holy temple in the Lord, in whom ye are all Salakia, in whom ye also are builded together for an habitation of God through the Spirit. Come on, man. The scriptures tell you how we are one body. So that's heavy, man. Let's get so it's all through the Spirit. Let's get the book of Hebrews, chapter 9, verse 11. Oh, man. Book of Hebrews, chapter 9, verse 11. But Hamashiach, being come and high priest, Yahweh Shah is the high priest, all right, of good things to come, by a greater and more perfect tabernacle, not made with hands, that is to say, not of this building. And because our bodies is also referred to as what? Earthly tabernacles. And even our bodies is going to change to immortal bodies in righteousness, pursuing to, I believe, 2 Corinthians, the 15th chapter. You see? Just like how it speaks about the cornerstone that was carved without hands, which is Yahweh Shai in Daniel. So this is what we look for, a continuing. We have this is not our rest. This is not, we're in a strange land right now. We are that voice in the wilderness crying out unto our people. Even in slavery, when it was singing the song, "Swing low, sweet chariot, coming to carry us home over the river Jordan," which is what? Israel, man. Yeah, these heathens are crazy, man. For real. Let's get you know what? With that, we're gonna close off. I hope this lesson was edifying. Through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, was just flowing through the Spirit. Just gathered up a couple scriptures that came to mind. Lord willing, this was edifying once again. All right. I'm gonna give all praises, honors, and glories unto Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, Hashem Makar Kodash. Until next time, Shalom.